And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
The New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 133. This time, we are right after the Matt Moscona interview. What was a great time.
Phenomenal interview.
Yeah. And that's Ty's feelings.
That's Ty's bet going down the drain.
Yeah.
And Canadian.
But yeah, shout out to Matt Moscona. He was great. Awesome interview. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go listen to that. We're going to upload that as a separate episode. But yeah.
For an hour.
Yeah,
and
great
I'm not
time.
sure he probably would have kept going. I thought we had to do it, stop, but he wasn't like he wanted to leave.
Yeah. It felt like I felt like I had to end it.
Yes,
just because how long we were going.
Right,
but
no doubt.
I never felt like he was giving us the hints.
No.
Yeah, he never said, "Hey guys, I got to go."
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That was awesome. And it's very humbling, I guess, just to get those experiences with those kind of people.
That's right.
And it was a great time. Hopefully have him on again sometime, maybe down the line in the season. I know he's got a million shows, it sounds like. So
yes. Especially come football season.
Yeah. So let's this episode is going to be our fourth region of our, what's the official title I gave this? The Dirty Boots Sports Movie Character Draft. Sports Movie Character Draft.
Sports Movie Character, yeah.
Yeah. As you've heard probably on the last episodes, we did our football region, baseball, and then other sports. This one is our coaches and leaders bracket. Very highly anticipated, and it's going to be a heck of a group. I know there's a lot of tough matchups on here with a lot of names that everybody knows and loves. But yeah, before we get into it, let's give a quick rundown of the other brackets. In football, you did have the one seed Bobby Boucher go down to Shane Falco. And then on the bottom side, you had Rudy get upset by radio in a sweep, and then Paul Crew, who has like a cult following, it seems like he might win it all.
Phenomenal character.
Yeah. Whenever we talked about that, me, Chance, and Kyle, it just really seemed like Paul Crew's a way better character than you think. Whenever you think Longest Yard, you just think funny Adam Sandler movie.
He gave up his freedom to do the right thing and be loyal to his teammates on the meme machine.
Yeah.
That's all you got to know about a man.
Yeah. I mean, he was really talked into, and yeah.
You can't tell me that's not deep right there. Man.
It is.
That is a very nice little hidden gem they put in a comedy.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I need a touchdown by Ottawa.
Yeah.
I need a touchdown.
Looking at the baseball side, you got Benny the Jet, who didn't really have any competition. He made his way through pretty quickly. Crash Davis did get a vote from Bill, obviously, for his Bull Durham love. Then on the bottom, you had Kelly Leak with our second 15-2 upset. Take down Ray Kinsella from Field of Dreams, and then almost beat Dottie Hudson. But we took the BCS approach. We think that Dottie will have a better chance at beating Benny, while Kelly Leak is kind of a underdog, I guess you could say.
A disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Benny the Jet versus Dottie Hudson, and then our other sports region, Rocky lost.
Yes,
Chance,
he did.
because of you.
I think it was because of me.
It was.
What was the reasoning for it? Charlie Conway, Peyton. He's going to be my representative for the finals for me.
Oh.
That man, he was a 12 or 13-year-old boy, Peyton.
Okay.
Playing in the Junior Olympic Games. Okay? With USA on his chest.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I got you.
Team captain, has the C on his jersey.
I like it.
gets to the gold medal game, Adam Banks' wrist is healed. He can take that hockey stick, hold it out straight, rotate that wrist all the way 180 degrees, unlike I can because I have a screw in there. Okay? Rotates it.
He could have rotated it more.
Could have rotated it more.
Hey, Ty, there's a mic there for a reason.
Banks could have.
And he did. He was finally healthy. Yeah. So guess what Charlie does? Charlie says, no, I'm not going to play. Even though the kid that picked up from Los Angeles had played street hockey.
Charlie beat Rocky.
I'm getting there.
No,
I'm getting there.
No,
I'm getting there.
There's no case.
You should have came to the podcast.
There is no case where Charlie Conway could beat Rocky Balboa.
What did Rocky do good besides
lose?
Besides lose 2 of the 4 fights.
Oh, you're delusional. You're delusional.
Peter LaFleur is a better underdog than Rocky.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
So anyway,
It's
Charlie
Rocky
Conway gave up his spot on the team. He's not even American. He's not even American. And we act like he's an American icon because he is because of the movie. But he's Italian. He's the Italian stallion.
Okay, so if you put Rocky Balboa and Conway in a ring, who wins?
That's not what this is about.
Well, that's
it is about.
No, it's
Put
not.
Rocky on the ice. That man ain't skating. Charlie's going to fly and V him to death.
That's like we said the first time we did this, like that was how we were not going to approach.
Yeah, we're not
this.
going athletic ability.
Because Bobby Boucher would win everything, so would Rocky. Every fighter would win every single thing because they would beat the other dude up.
Okay, so Charlie can skate. I give him that.
Yeah.
It's also a movie. 1, 2, 3.
What about it? My favorites?
Also movies.
Yeah.
But Balboa's got 5 movies.
He's got more than
He's
that.
got more than that. He has a universe.
Well, I'm just saying the 5 movies.
Yeah, and you can definitely take out number 5 because it sucked.
No, he beat
and number
Tommy
6
Gunn.
was even worse.
Rocky Balboa?
Rocky Balboa was rough to watch.
You know what? I really don't like the fact Charlie Conway beat Rocky Balboa.
Well, you had an open invitation last week.
And I really don't like Saskatchewan beating.
No, that's good.
This is what you needed. You need a breakaway touchdown.
Yes, I do.
Big kick return here.
I need a touchdown right here.
Yeah.
So, Peyton, back to your question.
Yeah.
Charlie gave up his spot in the gold medal game to be basically a coach.
Okay.
To be a good team leader because that's
Sacrifice.
what he is. Yes.
I got you.
Would you have been able to do that?
Play.
Absolutely.
That play.
No.
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 Sorry.
No.
Hold on. That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about Charlie Conway. That's how I feel about Ottawa.
And then, yeah.
Still don't think he's picked up
16 points.
what we're doing here.
16
He ain't
points
grasped it.
when I got here.
Charlie Conway took down Balboa. And then on the bottom, you had Roy McAvoy, Peyton's favorite. He did go down to Peter LaFleur, who, if you don't know him, the true underdog story from Dodgeball. And he almost took down Happy Gilmore. But
Happy beats Charlie.
yeah, I think he will.
I
Happy's
think
a great
he will
character.
too, but I'm going to give Charlie a vote.
Yeah, Happy's a great character.
Happy's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
of this.
Absolutely
If
agree.
Happy doesn't beat Charlie,
Do you know how we're voting on? Do you know how we're voting on
I'll
this?
never come back.
You never come as it is.
I come a lot.
That's between you and your wife, okay? That's not between here.
Please, for the love of Mary, return this.
Turf monster.
Come on.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, that's our 6 of our Elite 8 members that will be on the championship episode next week.
Dude, you were so close.
And then we're on to our coaches region tonight. So we have Herb Brooks, the 1 seed from Miracle. I finally watched it yesterday, actually. Great movie. It was really good. Can't wait to talk about Herb Brooks. I expect a decent run from him. And then you have Irv and Chubbs. If you don't know who they are, that is Irv from Cool Runnings and then Chubbs from Happy Gilmore. Yeah. And I labeled this coaches / leaders because some of these guys weren't actual coaches. They're more of like a mentor or just like a, I guess,
general manager.
Yeah, something like that. Then our 8-9 matchup, Coach Boone versus Gary Gaines.
Coach Boone's an 8 seed.
There's some pretty tough ones out there. Wow. And I think there's two coaches in that movie as well, so it kind of hurts each other.
Who's the true head coach in that movie is how I'm looking at it.
Okay. I got you.
But two great coaches from two of the best football movies, if not the two best.
Yeah, absolutely.
5, Jimmy Duggan from A League of Their Own versus 12-seed Buttermaker. Great matchup of two drunk baseball coaches. 4-seed Gordon Bombay versus our 13-seed play-in, which is Lou Brown and what's the J for
Jimmy
McGinty?
Yep.
Who is that again?
The replacements.
Okay, yeah. 3-seed Coach Carter. Heck of a play right there.
The winner in this bracket.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. He's a powerhouse.
Yes. 14
is the Battle of the O's, O'Shea versus O'Neal. So that is Little Giants and Hardball. Two underrated sports movies, I'd say.
O'Shea and O'Neal.
Yeah.
They're over Coach Carter.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
And then number 6, Norman Dale. That is from Hoosiers. And 11-seed Coach Yost. There's Yost. And then 7, Billy Bean from Moneyball versus Sonny Weaver Jr. from Draft Day. Our 2-seed Mr. Miyagi. And 15-seed play-in is Don Haskins from Glory Road and Jake Lingell from We Are Marshall. So that is it. And we tried to keep like real players and stuff out of this. Coaches I kind of took an exception to because like
most sports movies are based off like real life coaches and situations.
Yeah, but we also know that like everything about these coaches wasn't real.
Yeah.
Like we know that they were more dramatized than even like Jackie Robinson and Michael Orr and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're ready. So you want to run through our play-ins first before we get into the bracket?
Yeah, let's do that first.
So our 16-seed play-in is Irv from Cool Runnings versus Chubbs. So initial thoughts there. Chance, I know you're a big Cool Runnings guy.
Irv made a bunch of Jamaicans who've never seen snow before good at bobsledding. Good enough that they qualified for the Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, Jamaica bobsled team.
Yeah.
Like
all Chubbs did was teach Happy how to putt.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Hey.
He cowered
his
away.
hand.
He cowered away from a dead alligator.
Well, first of all, he did more than just teach him how to putt. He was his mentor.
He told me it's all in the hips.
I mean, it kind of is in the hips.
It is.
And putting's the most important thing ever, and that's what made him.
But Happy
succeed
could
with the
drive a
hockey
par
stick.
5.
Yeah, but then he couldn't putt.
Yeah.
He would drive the par 5 and then
We
walk
had
away with
4
a bogey.
shots.
That was the
Happy,
problem.
Happy was putting with a golf stick.
Hockey stick.
I mean, hockey stick.
Yeah.
Hockey stick. Definitely not a golf stick.
Yeah. I mean, so Chubbs, he did a lot now. Don't just.
Quick question: would he be allowed to putt with a hockey stick in real life? Is there like a regulation against that?
People on the tour fans would have a stroke, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's got to be a rule, huh?
Well, I've never thought about that because you could putt with your 3-wood if you wanted to, or your driver.
Yeah, but
it has
can
to
you
be
have
like,
your hockey stick in your bag?
It would legally a golf club.
yeah,
So yeah, no, you could. It would have to be actual golf.
I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be the man to ask.
I feel like there's got to be some videos of like elite golfers trying that out, right?
Oh, I'm sure there's somewhere
Like
on YouTube.
Tiger had to have been paid to putt with a hockey stick for a promotion video.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like something like that. We got to look that up. But yeah, I think it's an interesting matchup, a matchup that I don't think you'd ever think about. So, what's your initial
Irv.
vote? Okay. I don't know. I don't know here.
Peyton, you going Chubbs?
Oh, all day. All day.
Let's be honest. I don't think it's going to matter.
It's not going to matter at all. Like, not one bit.
I think I'll go Irv.
In Chubbs' honor, though, I think he needs to get in this bracket. I mean, the man died. I feel like, we need to at least.
He made it as who was it?
Creed.
Oh wait, no, he was a dad.
Oh yeah.
I remember we talked about it last week. I think my vote is Irv.
Tie.
Irv versus Chubbs.
Chubbs.
We have a tie.
What was Bill's vote?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he did that. Oh no, he went Chubbs.
There you go.
Thank you, Bill.
So
He didn't know who Irv was.
Chubbs
probably.
moves on.
Can't believe I did that shit.
Our 15 seed is Don Haskins from Glory Road versus Jake Lingale from We Are Marshall.
Can't believe I did that.
I know Glory Road. I love that movie. Great movie. If you haven't seen that, I'm pretty sure it's on Disney Plus. Don Haskins was
Phenomenal.
great. Yeah, he really was. And We Are Marshall, I think it kind of gets forgotten in the terms of like football movies, you know?
Yeah.
We Are Marshall, it's really good and a story that seems like it seems unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really does. Like, and it's something that it might be just weird in like my mind, but I've always thought, what would happen if a plane went down like that?
Now.
Yeah. Like, it's such a wild concept, and then for that to be true and there to be a movie about it, it's a great movie. We Are Marshall. Chance, you got any initial thoughts there?
Initial thoughts is Haskins because, of course, he had to deal with racism and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, that's the bigger issue here, but I don't know how I could handle coaching a team that the majority of the team died on.
Yeah, I believe there's only like 4
except
or
for
5.
the walk-ons
Yeah, there's
and
like
the
4 or
hurt
5 players that
players.
are like hurt. That,
Yeah. And then there ends up being a guy who didn't because he got like drunk one night.
Yeah.
Like and missed the flight or something like that. I think it was.
And then so he got brought in to coach, right? Because obviously I went to coaching staff on the plane as well.
There was one coach that was driving because he had to go and recruit. So he was driving to go recruit that night. So
If you could rewind that, it would be be good quality for Ty.
Winnebago.
Ty found his cheerleaders in Canadian football.
They were in blue jean shorts.
They grew up in Jonesboro.
She has some Southern classic.
he broke the microphone.
No, I think it's a push on piece. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Why are you leaving, Ty? Oh, you mad? Well, I mean, you should have just enjoyed this evening after the win. Golf.
Like you were up huge on hard bets too.
Yeah.
Like really hard.
Come enjoy the podcast because you won.
Yeah,
Well, we didn't know you were going to go do that.
no, that's
We should have known.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? One time.
You could take the horn with you.
thank you. Ty.
Take the horn with you. You might need it on the way.
Yeah.
Titanic going down.
Appreciate that, Ty.
All right, Ty.
All right. Yep.
But yeah, Haskins is probably my pick here. I love Don Haskins. I love Glory Road.
Been another month or so.
Yeah, I love Glory Road. It is very
Underrated.
Yeah, it is underrated, and I mean, it's like the 42 of basketball, I guess you could say.
Was Glory Road? Was it in theaters?
I
feel like it was.
Pretty sure.
Was
Pretty
it?
sure.
I feel like it
I
was.
just remember it being on when I watched it
Yeah.
on a streaming service.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if
Pretty
is
sure.
that why maybe it kind of
It was
flies
before
under the
streaming
radar.
services.
Was it? Okay.
It came out. Yeah, it came out like in 08, 09.
Yeah, like
something
06
that.
maybe, something like that.
Oh, was it that long ago? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in the 2000s.
I just don't remember going to the theater.
And
to
it
see
might be just because it didn't have like a big cast or anything, like no
Probably.
big names.
Yeah.
I one of the things I always think about, Chance, me and you quote it pretty often, with
nacho taco burrito.
Yeah.
I want hot doggo.
Yeah, that was their food option.
I mean, it was this black kid from either Gary, Indiana, or Harlem, New York. It's one or the other.
Yeah,
and he's down here in El Paso, Texas.
Yeah,
and he had never had any of that before.
And it always makes me like I've whenever I've rewatched it in the past couple of years since Kelton's been to UTEP, like, and he's talked about some of the stories about UTEP and like how much
it's
Mexican
really like
food
that.
there is there.
I mean, he dated a Mexican girl while he was there.
Yeah,
and that he said, this is quoted, he would go and eat with her and her father all the time because he would cook and it'd always be rice, beans, and some form of tortilla and meat.
Yeah.
Every time.
So it was very funny hearing them, like, everybody having to eat nacho taco burritos, just Mexican food like that.
Hot dog.
And actually, UTEP plays in the Don Haskins Arena now.
Yep.
So that's very cool.
And how about him? And I know this is obviously real, so that's why they had to do it. But how about him having the wherewithal to know that he needed to sit his 2 or 3 white starters because of how big of a moment it was going to be?
Yeah.
Like, to play only black players in like 1966, 67, something like that. Yeah. To do that and do that against like Adolph Rupp. Is it Adolph Rupp? Is that the right name?
Yes.
I didn't want the Hitler
Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it's Adolph Rupp.
John Voight in the movie.
Pat Riley.
Yeah, Pat Riley was on the team and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal movie. I'm going him because it's all real and he had something bigger to tackle than a dead team, but it's not a big margin right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going Haskins just because of personal favorite. I love Haskins, and he did. They're both incredibly tough.
Let's be honest.
Jobs.
Nobody in here knew who Lingill was until you said We Are Marshall.
That is true. True. Yeah, we'll go Haskins.
Peyton, is that okay with you?
Yes, Haskins. That's who I was going to go with. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big basketball movie guy.
Something.
Oh, I love
basketball movies.
And I love real crap, man. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Even though some of it ain't real all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that story right there, it's one that doesn't get told enough.
Right.
That one doesn't get told enough.
Yeah. All right.
We talk about Coach Carter all the time.
Yeah. And that still gets under the radar.
Yeah. This movie's
Bill's never seen Coach Carter.
This movie's just as good as Coach
Bill's
Carter.
never seen Coach Carter.
I told him he's never had on any type of movie channel during February. Because it's always on a movie channel.
It is, during Black History
It'd
Month,
be on
it's on MTV,
HBO,
VH1.
and then it'd be on Showtime later. It'd be on VH1.
Never.
MTV, BET, it'd be on all of this.
He cannot come back to another pod until he watches it.
Well, he's got to watch it before we have the show.
Yeah, I told him Coach Carter's probably making a run here.
I mean, I think we all know the two that are going to make it, but it'll still be fun to talk about.
And we thought we knew it in the past episodes, and then
Peyton, have you ever seen Miracle?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then we'll be okay.
So, speaking of Coach Carter, who's he going to go up against? Our 14 seeds are Danny O'Shea.
Yeah, Becky was the daughter.
And then Connor O'Neill.
I'll tell you what always sticks out to me thinking about Little Giants, and I don't know if this does for y'all too. Like, the first scene I think about, it's not the toilet paper getting thrown in the air. It's not the annexation of Puerto Rico with John Madden and Minkus. It's...
Wait.
The Minkus-looking
Minkus?
kid.
Oh.
He looks like him. It might really be him.
That?
It might be him. I always think about the fat kid having the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in his helmet at tryouts for the Cowboys. And he takes them out and eats it. And I always have thought, like, how nasty was that sandwich?
Yeah.
Like, how sweaty and grimy was that sandwich?
It's no cheeseburger Eddie.
No. No.
And then I think it's Connor O'Neill. Is that right?
I don't know. I taught a kid.
O'Neill Hardball. We're going there.
Just Keanu.
Hardball. Yeah, it's Keanu Reeves. Hardball is another movie that under the radar. I really feel like it is. Peyton, have you seen Hardball?
I have not.
Really? It is one that I know, Chance. I'm pretty sure it makes you cry.
Oh, if you want me to cry, turn on G Baby getting shot, and I'm done.
Yeah,
done.
So is it?
His name's Connor.
Does it? It's like court ordered, right?
Yeah, it's court ordered because he has a gambling. I don't even think it's court ordered. It's gambling ordered. The guy, his bookie, he owes money to.
That's it.
Has and sponsors a team because he's in like the corporate world. He sponsors a team in the inner city of Chicago, and his payback, Keanu's payback to the guy, was going to be coaching the Little League team for him because he didn't want to do it. So that was how he was going to get out of, like, basically his debt.
Yeah.
So,
I think he had the tougher job. Obviously, I mean it's kind of an interesting matchup because one's a comedy Pee Wee football team and one's a inner city Little League team that goes through the loss of a 10-year-old, probably 8-year-old player,
6 or 7,
very young, under 10 probably.
Child.
Gets shot, like a crazy thing.
And then he has to go and tell the story at the funeral.
Yeah.
About their final championship game. He actually was the one that got the game-winning hit and all that stuff, even though he wasn't old enough to be on the team. And the coach of the not the Cucumbas, the coach of the other team allowed him to play because he's like, this kid ain't gonna do nothing, and he ends up getting a game-winning hit on a single to right field.
Yet again, though, I'm not sure it's going to matter much. I'm going O'Neal.
Yeah.
Is there an argument for O'Shea?
No.
Not really?
Not one bit. Don't know why he was on here.
Oh, no. we had the daughter.
Yeah. But that was Icebox, though.
Yeah. So our last play-in before we get into this thing for real, Lou Brown versus Jimmy McGinty. Chance, I feel like this is a play-in for you.
Jimmy McGinty took 2 bouncers, a sumo wrestler, a SWAT agent, a prison convict, a washed-up Sugar Bowl champion, a deaf guy.
Yeah.
And won 7 games, I think it was. I think they won 7 games. And they beat the lockout.
Yeah.
They were the replacements. They beat the lockout with the Washington Senators. Or Sentinels.
Yeah. But Lou Brown's
not the heart and soul of that team. He's not the coach of that team, in my opinion. That's Jake Taylor.
What was the quote Bill dropped from him last week?
Oh, it was about the oil change.
Yeah.
I got a set of white walls to put on this afternoon.
Yeah. But he just got offered to coach an MLB team.
Yeah, come down to spring training. I mean, he's not even at the game the biggest moment when they beat the Yankees in the playoffs. So how much does he really mean to the team?
Yeah,
he's in the hospital.
That's true.
Listening to it while watching the Pottery Barn or something.
They didn't
like that.
do it for him?
No. Gosh, no. They didn't care about him.
I think McGinty's the vote.
Yeah.
Peyton, have you seen Replacements?
Yes, I have. It's been a long time,
yeah.
but yes.
All right. We'll move on McGinty there. So let's get into this. Our 1 versus 16 match.
Herb
Brooks versus Chubbs.
Landslide Herb. You can chalk Herb. You can chalk Herb into the Sweet 16. And I don't think we'll have a problem.
Who's Herb?
Miracle.
Okay.
Coach from Miracle.
Coach.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on Miracle?
Me?
You watched it yesterday.
Oh, I loved it. It was great.
Phenomenal movie.
It was great.
Don't you badmouth Coach Herb Brooks.
No, I don't think I really have any negatives for him.
You can't.
He coaches. Everything about his coaching style is like tough,
and it's calculated.
It is. That is very true. Like everything there's moments where you're like, this dude's just a jerk, or he's like out of his mind, just trying to piss off these guys that are trying their hardest and putting themselves through physical pain. But then you see the guys start to recognize what's happening and like appreciate his methods.
He knew what buttons to push.
Yeah.
And that's the mark of a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, it is. And he definitely pushes the buttons. I think if there is any negative, it is like how hard he is of a coach, like how hard he coaches.
I think that a lot of that had to do with the fact that they were trying to do something that's never happened before. They were trying to beat the Russians, which never happened by any American team. And he knew he had 7 months to train these kids.
Yeah.
And they were all amateurs because they couldn't play professionally in America still, kind of like it was the Olympic rule, before you can allow professionals to play any sport. And he knew he had 7 months to try and put these kids into a mindset and prepare them to go against a team that's been playing together for years. And that's been unbeatable for years and years and years. And he figured out how to do it by doing exactly what the Russians did. He took what they did and shoved it in their face, and they couldn't respond. So,
yeah, I mean, he's an outstanding coach. I mean, there's not much negative to say about Coach Brooks. I think he's going to get probably a sweep here. We'll wait till Peyton gets back in here just to confirm. Let me see what Bill said. Yeah. Bill obviously had Brooks here.
Chubbs or Brooks?
He made some comments. So I was just making sure he didn't make anything about that.
Chubbs.
I figured that. Yeah.
We'll give Chubbs a vote.
I'm not happy about it, but
Rest in peace.
Hey, Chubbs.
He was scared of a dead alligator in a freaking trunk.
He's a legend.
And
Keep going.
and stumbled backwards and fell out the roof. And wasn't the golf dude out there watching?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know.
Yes.
So
Was that a real golfer?
Chubbs?
The old fella?
Oh.
That was always just there as like a cameo, never made never said anything. It just felt like that was like a guy that we're supposed to know.
Person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who you're talking about.
I'll find it in a minute and show you the screenshot.
Yeah, that's show me a screenshot.
This would be a good battle.
Yeah, maybe our toughest matchup already. Might be the toughest matchup we talk about tonight. Coach Boone from Remember the Titans versus Gary Gaines. I don't know why I put Coach under him and Yost. I guess that's how much I love the movie.
Coach Carter.
I mean, I know it's Herman, and then what's Yost's first name?
Who's Gary Gaines?
Remember Friday Night Lights. Yeah, I mean, Coach Boone talking about some of the stuff that we talked about with Don Haskins, where he was kind of put in this tough situation. Coach Boone is like a state champion coach
from Virginia. No, not Virginia. From where was he coaching at?
I should know that.
So
I don't know wherever he was. He marched with Dr. King and stood toe to toe with the Klan.
He did.
Coach Boone, though, he gets called into this school that is going through desegregation, and he's a black coach coaching mostly white team that, I mean, obviously in those times had problems with each other.
Yeah.
And it was a tough situation for Boone. And I mean, with the help of Yost, they both made this team work. And I mean, you'll always remember the Titans.
Never.
While Gary Gaines, what about him, Chance?
Gary Gaines had all the pressure on him in the world to win at
He's
Odessa Permian.
He's coaching Texas football.
He is. I mean,
Texas high school football.
I would say is just about as bad as being a black coach in the desegregation era. I mean, it's borderline that, and it's still lasted.
Yeah, he didn't have brickstone to his window though.
No, he just got threatened in front of
lawn
Walmart.
Set on fire.
He got threatened in front of Walmart that he was going to get fired.
Yeah,
but Coach Gaines, he's a phenomenal coach. He gave one of the best locker room speeches of all time at the state championship game, which in real life was not the state championship game. That's one of my few flaws with that movie.
Yeah.
He didn't win the big ones, which I really respect in a sports movie.
That is
showing
true.
us some failure, especially whenever it really happened, you know. But I think Coach Boone's the pick here, honestly.
I know you.
I don't think Coach Boone's the best coach from Remember the Titans.
Okay, so I know you had some thoughts there.
I think Yost is better because Yost had more to lose. Boone had nothing to lose. No matter if they won or lost, Boone was going to be perfectly fine. You know, Yost lost the Hall of Fame because of this.
Yeah.
Like they straight up told him you can't be put in the Hall of Fame because you're not even the head coach no more, for one, and you agreed to coach alongside a black man.
Yeah.
So I think Yost is the better coach there, but I think they're both better than Gary Gaines. So
I agree with that. And with Coach Boone, you got to mention the training camp and stuff that he goes through. I mean, some of the antics he pulls.
Yeah, up in Gettysburg.
Yeah, the Gettysburg. Whenever what time do they wake up? Like 4 a.m. And just march and run through.
They run through mud and water
and dusk. Like
he reenacted the Gettysburg War or whatever that junk was.
Yeah.
What is that? Was that World War or some American Revolution?
I think it's like World War II.
I wasn't good at that,
I'm
man.
not good at that stuff.
Coach Ferris didn't teach me nothing in that. Dude.
But yeah, I mean, Coach Boone's a great coach, and he's got some funny bits in him. Like he'll make some jokes at the players and stuff.
Now I am your daddy, ain't I?
Yeah, especially at the bus. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm Coach Boone's getting my vote easily.
Coach Boone.
Yeah, that's a sweep. Let me see what Bill had there. Yeah, Bill had Boone as well. All right. Jimmy Duggan versus Buttermaker. I'm going Buttermaker here. I'll say it right now.
Before you watch the movie, before you rewatched A League of Their Own, I'd have been Jimmy Duggan, but you kind of persuaded me after you watched it that Duggan was a piece of crap.
He was.
He didn't really care about them girls.
He sucked as a person.
Yeah, and Buttermaker was a drunk and took the Bad News Bears, and they beat the freaking Yankees.
Yeah.
Which, he had 2 ringers.
And
he had the girl, and he had
Kelly
Leak. But
who was chain smoking at 12.
Yes, he was, and riding his dirt bike.
With Buttermaker, though, at least he still, like, he showed the passion that he had for the team still. I mean, he went out his way to do things. While Duggan, I don't feel like you genuinely got that. It was more so like, I've got to coach this team, so I'm kind of
you're supposed to get it at the very end where he turns down an MLB job to stay with the, what they called that, APBA?
Something like that. I don't remember. But it was almost too far gone at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, Buttermaker was driving the whole team home from practice while drunk.
No, false. He was driving the team to go work on his pulls.
Oh, that's true.
And he would sit there and drink a martini that Lupus would make for him.
After Lupus fell out the vehicle. Fell out the vehicle.
Yeah.
Buttermaker's a legend, though. I mean, my vote here is Buttermaker. I want Duggan out of here.
Yeah, give me Buttermaker.
Let me see. Bill's got Buttermaker as well. Peyton?
Buttermaker.
All right.
Another sweep.
Good sweep. I like that. Screw Jimmy Duggan.
Still a good character.
He's all right.
Well, he's real, too, so that also always helps.
Gordon Bombay versus who won?
McGinty.
Chance? It's your movie.
I ain't seen number 1 in so long, man.
So I rewatched number 1.
And that's the only one that he
ago.
really coaches in.
I think he's a great coach. He really
so I'm going to rely on you for this then, because I love the Mighty Ducks, but I love number 2 and number 3 more than number 1. And I haven't seen like I said, I can't tell you the last time I saw number 1. I mean, I remember the general concept of it. Ain't he like on probation or something?
What?
Why is he coaching the Ducks? Yeah. Or is he working for a company?
He has his own hockey store.
Is that why he's coaching the Ducks and he sponsors them?
And
him and Hans.
They came. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they come and ask him to come back to coach? He wasn't coaching anymore. He quit.
He got like kind of forced to do it in some way. I can't remember exactly. I know.
I remember them pushing the limo around on the ice. You know.
I mean, I know he has some type of like personal history with the other coach for the what was the bad team where I think Banks came from.
Was it the Wolves?
Yeah, something like that. Because he played with them back in the day and missed like the game-winning shot. And it was whenever he walked in the arena for the first time in a while, he saw 20 championship banners, but dead in the middle of that was a second-place banner because he missed the penalty shot.
Yeah.
And the coach for the other team is still the same coach, and he kind of it reminds me of Kicking and Screaming, Chance.
Okay.
Where you had Phil Weston, his dad actually was
Ed Harris.
Yeah, no, Robert Duvall.
Same thing.
And
they're the same person.
Yeah, like they had that I believe Phil Weston was a disappointment as a soccer player, and then he comes and coaches to kind of get revenge against his dad. This is, in his case, Gordon Bombay's wanting to get revenge against his head coach, who's kind of, I guess, like made his life hell and made him not love hockey. Like, he made him lose the love for hockey because he coached like too hard.
Yeah,
he was kind of like Herb Brooks, I guess you could say. But I think he didn't have that like mastermind plan behind it.
Yeah.
He was just like
calculated.
He was coaching hard just for the sake of
just
like
be a jerk.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a bad way to coach.
Yeah.
I really think. But Bombay, he falls in love with hockey again. He makes this team of misfits work.
It's the bad news bears of hockey.
It is. And we'll see that matchup next round.
You will.
It's a very interesting matchup. I think Bombay's the pick
I don't
here.
think McGinty has a case against him.
Yeah.
I'm Bombay. I just couldn't remember, like I said, exactly everything from the first one. And number 2, that's when Charlie coaches the freaking team with the chick that looks like Aunt Becky on the bench.
Oh, yeah. Lori Loughlin.
And change it up, yeah. And then number 3, Bombay's non-existent, so.
Peyton, Bombay.
Bombay, yeah.
He might have a sneaky run.
He's not being
Might
hurt.
have a sneaky run.
Peyton,
Coach
get
Carter.
some thoughts too, man.
No. Y'all are a lot better at this than I am. I promise you. Like I some of these I haven't seen in so long.
I have a passion for this.
Forgot.
I have a passion for sports movies.
I love sports movies, and I will flipping through the TV. If I see one on, I'll stop and watch it again. But like I guess I'm not. I just don't get invested in it like that.
See, that's the thing. I like the deeper meanings in the sports movies.
Right.
I love to.
And
gain a
I used
relationship
to
with that
to
character.
not be this way, but like after like COVID, whenever I guess like fell in love with movies and I started all this crap and going to like every movie. Period. It like made me look at movies in a different way.
Right.
Like for instance, The Sandlot.
Yeah.
I for the past 5+ years always said Sandlot's overrated. I would say Sandlot's not a top 5 baseball movie, honestly, because I preferred stuff like Moneyball, 42, Bad News Bears, Major League. I rewatched Sandlot, loved it. Like I think it kind of like hit different whenever you look at it. I guess it's a grown-up perspective. And what was that you talked about? How like
The Sandlot, like it's not all 100% factual in the movie. Like everything you see in the movie, according to the story, did not really happen. It's all
like blown out of proportion.
Smalls has grown up, and he is a sports reporter or broadcaster or whatever, and he's writing a book about his childhood whenever he fell in love with the game of baseball.
So it's pretty much like
it's all his memory, and everything's blown out of proportion. I'm getting chills thinking about it.
Yeah, I am too.
Like
so put yourself in the shoes of you're 30 years old and you're just talking about memories with your friends, and you say, you remember back when I was 12 and we went out and played in the Sandlot and we lost that ball to this huge dog and he chased us around town.
Right.
Or we had a night game on the 4th of July and played underneath the fireworks.
Under the fireworks.
Which is completely impossible.
Yeah.
But
so
they
it was,
thought that.
Yeah, but
it was such a good like added piece of depth.
In like the mind of a person who's like reliving these just best memories of your life, you kind of blow things out of proportion and like make them sound even better than they are, or I guess more unrealistic at some extent.
Squint's finally kissing Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah. I mean, Benny outran a dog for like
5 or 6 miles.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah,
like, it was a solid 20-minute chase scene,
and all they had to do was just go knock on the front door.
Yeah,
which never went into these kids' minds.
And this gigantic dog was just like a normal dog that licked their face. At the end. Like, whenever I've started rewatching some of these and looking at them in more of a, I guess, adult perspective instead of just like.
You would have hated Miracle before COVID.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But
Let's keep it going. It's late. I got school.
Let's move on. Coach Carter versus O'Neal.
Carter.
Coach Carter.
Click
Coach Carter.
Next. Just go.
We love Coach Carter.
If you don't, you're un-American.
Let's see. Norman Dale versus Coach Yost.
I hate Hoosiers. Do you like Hoosiers, Peyton?
I do like Hoosiers.
Okay, well, you're going to have to put up a fight with me. Then I hate that. I hate that movie. Why is Hoosiers a good movie?
I'm a sucker for basketball movies. There's
Is
not
it
any basketball
good
movies
because
I like.
it's supposed to be a good movie, and that's what people tell us it is? Like Rudy?
We've always heard that like whenever most people, I guess the general public, think about basketball movies, Hoosiers is mentioned before Coach Carter. Like Hoosiers is supposed to be like the basketball movie, and it didn't feel that way to me. I don't really know what about it was, and I don't think I necessarily had a problem with Normandale.
I'm okay if Normandale wins here, because nobody's getting past the next one anyway.
Yeah, I didn't have as much of a problem with Normandale. I think he did really good as a coach, but I think it was some of the players that
I hated Jimmy Chitwood. Like, if you're so freaking good at basketball, there would be nothing that would prevent me from playing basketball. Like nothing. Especially when all you had to do was just go back to school and do it. You know what I mean? I didn't understand that. That was like the biggest thing that I just couldn't grasp my head around. Like, why won't he play basketball if he's like the best thing there?
Yeah.
You know?
But going against Coach Yost, who, as Chance, you kind of hinted at, you think he's the best coach in Remember the Titans.
I 100% do. Yeah.
And I don't hate that opinion. I think Boone's more of like a personal favorite, and just
because that's what they wanted you to feel as. Like, that's
but
what they
at the
wanted
same,
you to think.
because you meet Yost and he's almost like an enemy.
The same reason in Friday Night Lights, they want you to feel like Mike Winchell is the most important, best character there, when Billingsley is way more of a deeper character.
Yost, I mean, you meet Yost as more of an enemy and like doesn't want to be in this situation, but then he kind of grows to, I guess, have appreciation for the situation he's in and understand more about how Boone is having to feel the things that he's going through in his life. And a lot of it changes whenever Yost's daughter's at Boone's house when the brick gets thrown the window, and he's like, you put my daughter's life in danger, and he's like, I didn't ask for none of this.
Yeah.
Like, it just happens to me. This happens to them every day. And I mean, stuff like that, and then that made Yost really become a member of the Titans. And he was a great coach, as you said, turned down the Hall of Fame. He was supposed to throw the game, right?
Yeah, they wanted him to basically derail the whole season.
Yeah.
And he told him, I'm not doing that. And they would make him head coach again.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Yost is a great coach. I wouldn't hate Normandale winning this, though.
I'm okay with it. Like I said,
Peyton, you've seen both, and I'm sure you love both.
Yeah.
Who do you think stands out a little bit more?
Coach Yost.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's so good.
He's so good.
He don't want them to get another yard.
They're not going to get
another yard.
Another yard. Yeah.
They thought they were the New York Jets.
Running a freaking spread.
God forbid they get in the shotgun.
Monday Night Football. So Yost gets a sweep. We'll throw. How about we throw Dell a vote? Bill voted for Normandale. Bill had Normandale like going to the championship, I think.
Yeah, because Bill thought it was like basically, what's the word I'm thinking of? He thought it was like insane that we hated Hoosiers.
Yeah,
and we thought it was insane.
I do want to rewatch
never
it.
Seen Coach Carter.
I do want to rewatch it. So 7-10, my matchup. Two of my probably top 10 favorite movies, regardless of genre. Moneyball and Draft Day. Billy Bean and Sonny Weaver Jr. You got Billy Bean, freaking legend. Moneyball. If you haven't seen Moneyball, watch that freaking movie. Even if you don't like baseball,
do yourself a favor.
It is like Hunter, who the other member of the regulars. He's not a sports guy at all. He has Moneyball in his top 10 best movies ever because it's just that good of a freaking movie. It's that good acted. That much good characters. Billy Bean is one of them. Billy Bean is phenomenal. Billy Bean has emotional depth. By the end of the movie, you want to cry, especially when his daughter's singing that freaking song that she wrote
I'm
for
just
him.
a little bit caught up in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, the A's are losing. He's got an offer from Boston that is lucrative.
He turns that down, right?
Turns it down because he's driving.
Yeah, because Theo Epstein.
He's driving on that highway, and he puts in the CD, and the daughter says, "Dad, if you leave, you were a great dad." Because, I mean, she's not leaving her life with her mom in Oakland. He's going to freaking Boston. That's across the country. But I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Yep. Life is amazing. Love is a riddle.
It's a normal college weekend now across the country.
Yeah. Arizona to UCF. Can't wait. But, yeah, Billy Beane, he turns down this Red Sox job to stay close to his family and stay true to this method that he's built.
I don't think this is even like a
competition,
Clay.
Okay. You think Billy Beane's that great?
I think not only is Billy Beane that great, I also...
Oh, you better disrespect Sonny Weaver Jr.?
I am.
Hold up.
It was reckless. Everything he did was reckless.
Hold up.
It would never happen in real life.
All right. Sonny Weaver Jr. lost his father. He was a Browns legend.
Obviously.
He was a Browns legend.
Never won a Super Bowl, but he's a legend.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He woke up on draft day. He heard all the critics. He had all the pressure in the world to take Bo Callahan with this number 1 pick. He didn't know anything about Bo Callahan, or no, he didn't have the pick yet. He wanted the GM wanted him to make the owner wanted him to make a splash.
Yeah.
So he calls up Seattle.
At a water park.
Yeah. He calls up Seattle. He offers up 3 first-round picks for the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Fair trade. He gets that 1 pick. Then he starts looking into Bo Callahan. He knows he has Brian Drew. Brian Drew's in the best shape of his life.
He can throw the ball 15 yards farther.
He has great.
But you never see it.
What?
You don't.
This is draft day, Chance. This isn't football.
I know.
This is draft day.
You're betting on Brian Drew being healthy for a full season.
Yeah.
The running back, Ray Jennings, not going to prison or something stupid. Getting away from his friends.
The Browns winning.
Vontae Mack being more than just a pass rusher.
Vontae Mack's an emotional leader. He was leading that locker room in that scene they show at the end of he's leading the team out the tunnel. He's a captain. Impact rookie.
I don't know how deep of a run they make.
I mean, Sonny Weaver Jr. turned the number 8 pick into the number 1 pick after he traded 3 first. He flipped that 1 back down, got his first back. Then he traded again
for David Putney.
Traded 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Got Vontae Mack, the best edge rusher in the draft. Didn't get that bust Bo Callahan. He got the running back and Cleveland royalty, Ray Jennings.
Yeah.
And he got David Putney because he felt like it.
Yeah, but he's not better than Billy Beane.
He's not.
Okay, so in a discussion,
I just had I had to give Sonny Weaver Jr. his
makes me want to watch Draft Day.
It's the best. I mean,
April
27th
is going to make you want to watch a lot of these movies again.
April 27th, or whenever the draft is, I'll be watching it again. Draft day it gets its hate and it's understandable, but my God,
because it's
fun.
Completely unrealistic.
No, it's not.
It's such a guilty. It's the definition of a guilty pleasure.
Oh, it is. It is
the definition.
And Billy Beane, on the other hand, is just freaking awesome.
Yes.
Billy Beane's my vote.
Billy Beane.
You're gonna allow Sonny to be swept.
Nope. Never mind.
Yep. That's what I thought.
Sonny had his mom there too. He had a pregnant wife,
Beverly.
I mean, he had.
She wasn't his wife.
Girlfriend.
Side piece.
Gonna be his wife. All right, Mr. Miyagi versus Don Haskins. Peyton, have you seen Karate Kid?
Yep.
I have not. So y'all describe what Mr. Miyagi is and why is he the 2 seed?
He took a kid that had just moved to California from New York, right?
Yes.
I would assume New York or New Jersey.
Yeah.
He took a kid from New York that was getting picked on, getting bullied, getting beat up by Cobra Kai. And he taught him the way of Miyagi-Do, which is what they end up calling it in Cobra Kai, the TV show. But he took a kid in and he taught him discipline. He taught him strength. He taught him passion. And he taught him how to defend himself. And it's
everything that he didn't have.
He had nothing.
Yeah.
He was growing up with his mom. He didn't have a dad. Mr. Miyagi became his father, and he taught him so much.
So what made him get into was it Daniel?
Yeah, Danny.
Like what made him go to Miyagi?
Miyagi sees him getting jumped, right?
He saw him get beat up.
Yeah.
And he took him
outside like the little diner or whatever it was.
He took him in.
Yeah.
So he takes him in like Master Splinter takes in the turtles.
Who do you think Master Splinter is
Yeah.
based off
I know. I just watched the new movie, so it's on my mind.
Well, that was good too.
It was good. It was good.
I need to see it. I love me some Ninja Turtles.
Oh, absolutely. So Miyagi, he's that guy. He's that guy.
Miyagi is everything you would think a sensei is.
Okay.
And it kills me that he cannot be in Cobra Kai because he's dead in real life. So
but
sucks.
Did he put the first starting five on the floor against Kentucky?
No, he took a little kid and raised him how to fight and defend himself.
Talking about defending
I'm
yourself.
voting Miyagi.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Miyagi's gonna.
Miyagi.
I'll give.
I wish
Miyagi
you would have
the
saw
vote.
it. I wish you'd have watched the movie.
Hey, well, y'all convince him to get to the championship round, and I'll have it for next episode.
He's not being Coach Carter.
He's not being Coach Carter. Yeah.
Oh, Bill went Sonny Weaver Jr. over Billy Bean and Miyagi and Norman Dell. Bill has Sonny Weaver Jr. in the championship.
Oh my God!
He loves some draft day, baby.
That's why he's not here.
Hold up. What did he say? He said 7-10 is a blasphemous matchup for round one. I mean,
only Bill.
Sonny Weaver Jr., man.
Yeah, we need to have him on for the championship because he's enjoyed this.
Yeah.
A lot.
All right. Let's go. Herb Brooks, Coach
Herb.
Boone.
Click it, Herb.
Herb.
I ain't sweeping him, though.
You can give Coach Boone a sympathy vote.
He ain't getting swept. Never. Herb is great.
Herb took down Russia.
Buttermaker versus Bombay.
Remind me who Buttermaker was again?
Bad News Bears.
Ooh.
Buttermaker walked so Bombay could fly in the Flying V.
Which is a sacrifice.
There would be no Mighty Ducks, if we're being honest, without
the
Bad News Bears. You know?
Yeah. Because Bad News Bears was like, what, the 80s or 70s?
Yeah, it was 76.
And then Ducks is in the 90s. Yeah, I mean, Buttermaker is Bombay, but drunk. They both don't want to be there.
Bombay's getting hurt so much right now because I haven't seen the movie in so long.
Bombay's a great coach. He is. And I think Bombay, he cares more. But Buttermaker,
he's a better coach.
Buttermaker
had to get ringers.
Buttermaker had to get the nerd kid that wore the baseball team shirt.
Appleby, not Appleby. Ogilvy.
Ogilvy. What a name that is. Yeah.
And won a shirt as a jacket.
Yeah.
And he's playing baseball in California.
What was it? The Athletics or who was the Yankees beat the
Athletics.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He came sprinting, yelling that.
Give me Bombay because Buttermaker had to go get 2 ringers from off to help his team be good. So like that kind of hurts him in my opinion.
Bombay.
He had a freaking paraplegic on his team though.
And Bombay got to coach the USA Junior National Team.
Okay, so we're gonna get a Bombay versus Brooks. Let me see what Bill did.
It's not gonna be a match. But.
Bill had 13 seed beating Bombay and then beating Buttermaker.
I don't think he's ever seen Mighty Ducks.
It was Lou Brown.
He's never seen Mighty Ducks?
I don't think he's seen it.
He had Lou Brown making it to Herb Brooks.
He had a daughter. If he had a son, he'd have seen it. It's too late for him.
I think we'll give Bombay
I hate
a
saying
sweep.
that because I know it sounds horrible.
Wow.
But that's why he's never seen it. I think we talked about that last week because I used the same
Yeah,
exact
we said
analogy.
something. We said something about it.
Yeah, he's never seen it. He didn't know who Kelly Leak was. He never seen.
No, he was all about Kelly.
No,
Leak.
he didn't know who Charlie Conway was.
That's it.
I had to explain to him who Charlie Conway was.
Yeah,
and why
because then
he's
you
the
sold him on
greatest.
Rocky, on him beating Rocky or being okay with it. So battle the coaches here. Coach Carter versus Coach Yost.
Carter.
That's quick.
Sweep.
We haven't even
Blowout.
talked about Coach Carter yet.
There's nothing
You
to
don't
talk
have
about.
to.
He took the inner city kids of Richmond. Okay.
Rich what?
Yeah, Richmond.
Okay.
Took them Made them improve.
He locked the freaking
gym
doors.
up.
Locked the doors. Put the chains on it.
Chain that thing
Timo
up.
Cruz learned that he could not be like his cousin Robbie or whatever his name was.
Man ran like 1,000 sprints.
Oh my God, what was that?
700 push-ups.
Yeah.
And then
800 sit-ups. The team.
he might be the closest thing to Herb Brooks in terms of that.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Was
say
that was
was he in this bracket? The player
Timo Cruz.
Yeah.
he did okay.
He lost to Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah. He can't run enough sprints to be happy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Happy drove a par 5.
That's all you got to say. Happy drove a par 5.
Happy hit a hole-in-one on a par 4, I think it was. No, he hit a hole-in-one on a
Happy
par 5.
putted with a hockey stick.
Yeah. And he dry humped his caddy, who was definitely a teenage boy.
He also made the most improbable golf shot of all time.
Yeah.
that thing rink-a-dinked off of so many off of a TV stand,
including a car.
What was it the shooter said that made him like? What was the rule?
The shooter was going to get Happy Gilmore's grandmother's house.
I mean, like, why? There was a rule that forced him for them not to clear the debris.
Has to play it like it lies because he had hit off the old dude's foot.
Yeah.
Shooter hit off the dude's
Not
nail
just
in
a
his
whole
head.
dude. What was?
It was his old boss. Old boss.
I know, but what did he call him? Frankenstein's foot.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Coach Carter, he's incredible. Coach Yost, though, he can't get swept.
Yes, he can.
Oh, he's getting
Can he?
He's getting swept. He's getting
Coach
swept.
Carter's a powerhouse, Clay.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave Boone a vote versus Brooks.
Coach Carter's a Mount Rushmore.
I love Coach Carter, though.
Why was he only a 3 seed?
Carter?
Yeah.
Miyagi.
Why wasn't he 1? Why did you have Herb 1 before you made the bracket?
You told me. I
did?
consulted with you with all these.
You did.
And you talked about like
I
how
forgot
good.
about that. I just figured you'd have Coach Carter higher.
Well, also, I don't think he gets the like public recognition.
Yeah.
Like I think most of us down here have seen it, but like I think if you go and find like an average movie guy from New York or LA and ask, "Have you seen Miracle?" Yeah. Have you seen Karate Kid? Yeah. Have you seen Hoosiers? Yeah. Coach Carter? Who
that is?
Like I think that's honestly how it goes. It's not that popular. Coach Carter's gonna sweep.
Yeah.
I love you, Yost, but Yost.
Yeah.
He's taking Allen off the field.
Ryan Gosling, defensive liability at corner.
He's taking Allen off the field. He's getting beat like he stole something. All right, Billy Bean, Mr. Miyagi.
Ooh.
Billy Bean.
Whatever happens, there's no sweeping here. Can't do it.
I mean, I'm fighting for Bean here. I'm fighting for him.
It's Mr. Miyagi.
It's Mr. Miyagi, Clay. Like, he fathered a generation. Like, I didn't get that fathering from him because I didn't grow up in the 80s or 90s when this came out. But, like, did that come out whenever you were a kid?
Yeah.
So, like, that was like Grandpa.
Like Kid Kid.
It's like Grandpa.
That's Grandpa to you. Like, it's Mr. Miyagi. You know, I don't think we grasp the cultural following.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Like,
huge culture following.
Chase would tell you,
Yeah.
because he's about your age. And he would tell us, like, it's Mr. Miyagi. That's all you have to say.
Billy Bean, though.
I know.
He
changed baseball.
He did. He did what no one else had the balls
Scott
to
Hatteberg got on base. That's all that matters.
Scott Hatteberg had an elbow, and he couldn't throw.
No, Ron Washington taught
him how to play first base. Yeah. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And
the start.
Billy Bean. I mean, that man, can he get on base? That's what it got down to.
He wanted Euclid on his team. You love Euclid.
I love Euclid, the Greek god of walks.
Yeah.
He goes to Cleveland talking about Ricardo Rincon or whatever, and he's wanting to make this trade, and he sees this random guy whispering, Peter Brand, who not his real name, but I mean, Moneyball changed my life. So
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Billy Bean is getting a vote here for me.
That's fine.
And I don't
He
think
deserves a vote.
I don't think I can talk y'all out of Miyagi.
You're not.
No,
It's Mr. Miyagi.
It's Mr. Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi. You don't just say Miyagi.
No.
It's Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Billy Bean.
I don't know Mr. Miyagi's first name.
That's all you. That's
His name
all
might
you
be
need to say.
Mr.
It's like
I'm gonna look
Jordan.
that up.
It's like Tiger. It's like LeBron.
LeBron,
It's
yeah.
Mr.
Miyagi. Yeah.
It's like Chipper.
That's right.
So, in as tough of a bracket as we thought this is going to be, we have 1 through 4. We're chalk. Miyagi also talking about how impressive. He's the first 2 seed to win.
Mr. Miyagi's name is Miyagi. That's all they put on.
Ichiro.
Which they put just first names. They just put first names for everybody in the first one.
I mean, that's how some. What is he Japanese?
Dude, I ain't got a clue.
Japanese
I
or
don't know the
Chinese?
flags.
One of them.
I'm pretty sure it's Japanese.
I mean, that's how some of them go by. Like Ichiro.
Yeah.
It's not Ichiro Suzuki. It's Ichiro. Yeah, but every 2 seed had lost before this. Miyagi did not. So that is impressive. We actually had 2 15 seeds make a Sweet 16 run. But
Mr. Miyagi.
all right. To go to our championship, to fill out the last 2 of the 8 spots, Herb Brooks versus Gordon Bombay.
Herb.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard not to go Herb here. Bombay is like...
He changed American hockey.
He did. He did. Who do you play for?
I'm Michael Ruzioni from Winthrop, Mass. And I play for the United States of America.
Man.
It was also...
Bombay was such a big part of my childhood, though.
I know. You can give him a vote. I'm fine with the vote.
I'm
fine with the vote.
That quote happened way earlier in the movie than I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was going to be like...
Towards the end. No,
20 minutes left.
It's at like the beginning of hell.
I thought it was going to be like in the locker room before the Soviet game.
No.
Like everyone comes together at that moment.
No,
and I thought the whole team was going to start doing it.
No, because you saw the groundwork, and that's what he was trying to get these guys to understand. Like
they're not playing for Boston, Mass.
You're not playing for your college anymore. You're playing for the United States of America. And that's why you heard at the end, Eruzione became the captain. Was he the best player? No. I don't think he scored a goal. Oh, he did score a goal because he did the weird high stepping, which is real. I've seen that tweet before. But that's why he became the captain, because he was the first one that finally realized, like, what Herb was trying to do.
Yeah, the significance of what's at stake here.
Yeah, like, who cares about your previous playing days? That's over.
Yeah.
You're playing for the United States of America, which, ironically enough, in Mighty Ducks D2, whenever they're all playing for the Olympic Games, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. You're thinking of the locker room scene in Mighty Ducks Part 2.
Am I?
Yes, at halftime.
Does it go person by person?
They
start saying, we play
I'm
for the
Charlie
Ducks?
Conway from Annapolis, Minnesota. Or Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah. And what's he say?
That's it. They just say where they're from. They don't say I play for the United States of America. It's obvious. But that's what happens.
Did Miracle steal it from the Mighty Ducks?
No.
I wonder if that was a real thing that Rizioni said.
I don't know how you make that up, dude. I don't know how you make that moment up.
That's true. Bombay.
Mighty Ducks might have came out before that.
They did.
Part 2 did?
I mean, they all came out in the 90s.
That's something.
Miracle came out in 2000, like 4.
I wonder if they looked at that as... They must have researched the real thing then, because I don't know how else that links to it.
Talking about how Mighty Ducks had...
It's too synonymous for it not to be referencing that. Hey, here you go. It's all in this movie. The scene after the first game with Iceland where Coach Bombay makes the team do sprints is based on Herb Brooks' 1980 U.S. Olympic team when they tied the Norwegian national team.
So the story was already out there about all this stuff and like the antics of Brooks.
Yeah.
Okay. So any hope for Brooks against any hope for Bombay?
No.
Peyton, you're giving Bombay a vote, right?
I am.
Chance? It's Herb Brooks.
It's Brooks, Clay.
As much as you love the Mighty Ducks.
It's Brooks. Like I said, I don't have that connection to number one.
Well, all right. So I've watched these movies in the past 2 weeks. Yeah, it's Herb Brooks. I will say that. Bombay deserves respect. He deserves to be here. He deserves a vote. He absolutely does. And it is really interesting that that the Mighty Ducks movies came out before Miracle.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
it's kind of like a different perspective to look at it.
Yeah, there's a lot of commonalities there.
Yeah. All right, our last matchup of the day: Coach Carter versus Mr. Miyagi. My vote's Carter. I'll say that right now.
Oh gosh, it's like Coach Carter's your dad, but Mr. Miyagi's your grandfather.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know Coach Carter's first name either.
Ken.
It's Ken.
Yeah.
He's Coach Carter to me, though.
It's basically
Coach Ken Carter.
Didn't matter.
What's your thoughts here, Chance?
It's Mr. Miyagi. It's Mr. Miyagi.
He's gonna win. You said Coach Carter. You said before we started tonight.
Carter. It's Coach Carter.
You said before you started tonight, we already have the championship matchup, and you were referencing Brooks versus Carter.
It's Coach Carter.
It's Coach Carter. I agree.
And we have talked so little about Coach Carter. It's just like an understood.
You don't have to.
I mean,
he's Coach Carter, man.
He locked the gym.
Are y'all giving Miyagi a vote?
Yeah. Yeah, he can't go perfect to the finals.
Oh, Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We have our Elite Eight, our championship matchups, and I don't know how this happened. Every 3 seed made it. Every 3 seed has made it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's really weird. I don't know how that happened. In which I guess it could be that the 1 and 2 was more of a popular pick, and then 3 was kind of like the underrated.
Yeah.
I mean, the Paul Crew, Dottie Hudson, Happy Gilmore. So, our finals. We'll have Shane Falco from The Replacements versus Paul Crew from The Longest Yard. Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot versus Dottie Hudson from A League of Their Own. Charlie Conway from The Mighty Ducks versus Happy Gilmore. Gilmore Happy.
Just tap it in.
Tap it in. A little tap it in. And then our coaches, Herb Brooks versus Coach Carter. I like this. Chance, you got any complaints about the bracket?
I want Mox in the.
You want Mox over Falco?
I want Mox over Falco. That's my only thing.
I think we will open up.
I voted for Mox. You hadn't seen Varsity Blues before we did that segment.
That's true.
And afterwards, you even said, I probably need to go move Mox ahead of Falco.
But also, if we had a general consensus, Bobby Boucher probably beats all of those.
Yeah.
How much do you like Bobby Boucher, Peyton?
A lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah, I think Bobby probably beats. Do you like Varsity Blues? Have you seen it?
Just a big fan. I've seen it. Not memorable like some of these others we've been talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is it. I think we will open up the floor to debate.
So, like, I'm not a big Bobby Boucher guy. That's one of my least favorite Adam Sandler roles, honestly.
Why?
I just couldn't get into it.
I like it, and
I loved Happy and Billy Madison and Big Daddy so much more whenever I was growing up.
I like
the movie. It's
and
just,
I quote it quite often.
All the time.
But yeah.
Like, that's what's crazy. Like, that's still.
We have a jersey here.
Yes.
It's
I
good.
just wonder how much we would love it if we weren't from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I still would have loved it.
See, I wonder.
I don't even think about it being with Louisiana theme.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know it is, but I don't think that way.
Yeah.
I just love the movie and the sayings. Probably would love it more if we were from Louisiana because those sayings are so
maybe brand new.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That is true. Well, yeah, this was very fun. Can't wait for the championship. Wednesday night, our first AFC preview.
Hey, who are we doing? East?
Ooh, let me look.
What defensive position are we doing?
We started with East, so I think defense is going to be the edge rushers.
Josh Allen. If we're doing edge rushers, then we need to do the AFC North.
Well, we're not like.
Well, I mean, we're saying we'd go together.
We're going like from front to back, the front 7 to the back guys, I guess. Let's see. Schedule. Yeah, AFC East and Dirty 5 edges. Ooh. So, yeah, that'll be it. That's a tough list. It's a tough list. Chance, you'll be ready for AFC East?
Yeah.
The
Bills are going undefeated.
Undefeated.
Oh,
haven't seen the schedule yet.
They're going undefeated. Josh is going the MVP and the Super Bowl.
Are the Bills
MVP.
winning the division?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you tell me the Jets are.
No.
I didn't say that.
Dang sure better not say the Dolphins.
Uh-oh.
If they win, it's gonna be just because of the schedule.
Don't sleep on Tua and Mike.
You hate Tua.
I like Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel makes me believe. Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Watch. They're a good ball team. They're a good ball team.
Joshy Poo's out for revenge. He's ready.
All right, that's it for this one. Been a long night. Go check out the Moscone interview if you haven't yet. We'll have that up tomorrow. Yeah, this was fun. All right, bang that can one time.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.